Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Therview. So this is very strictly themed towards helping deal with placement stress and internship stress and this whole phase that's going on, like the whole career stress. So I hope all of you like it and find it useful. And our guest for today's episode is Mrs. Megha Bhojkar. Hello, ma'am. Thanks for coming to our
Hi,
platform. It's a pleasure to have you.
same here.
Ma'am, can you give us a small introduction about yourself so our listeners know who they're listening to?
Yeah, yeah, sure. I'm Megha Bhojkar. I'm basically I have done my master's in social welfare, and I have also done postgraduate diploma in family and child counseling. And I'm practicing counseling for past 22 years. I work on freelance basis with schools, NGOs, and corporates. I have my own clinic also where I privately see my own clients. And I have my own organization called Blossom. And we work with, through Blossom, we work with various mental health issues in communities and in schools of lower economic strata and all.
Okay. All
And I
right.
work in Pune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So shall we get started with our questions?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So this session is basically aimed to deal with the current phase of like placements and internships and any form of career stress that students are facing. Right. So the
Okay.
first question is, how do I bounce back after setbacks? It is truly heartbreaking to face rejections and still be strong and enthusiastic for the next company's test.
Okay. Um, Before starting with our question answer sessions, I would like to say that I'm very happy to see that you have started this initiative. It's very nice. And actually, because mental health issues are increasing a lot and awareness is not increasing in that proportion. So, this activity, I'm sure, will be very helpful to the young people like you. So,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. And then answering the question, um, it is mainly how we look at rejections and when we get rejected in the interviews or anywhere. Huh? It is mainly how we look at it. Okay. The one who has asked this question is saying it's very heartbreaking. Hmm? So the intensity of emotion to look at the rejection is very high, right? This happens mainly because we consider career or job as equal to our life, but actually this is the one of the areas in our life actually. Hmm? And as per we have different areas of life, and as per the age their priority differs. Okay, so at this age this might be a very important area, but definitely not equal to life. Okay, when we have put that proportion that career is equal to life, then the intensity increases. Huh? Then our attitude to look at it increases. Okay, and then we consider this rejection as a total rejection to our life. Okay, so it's okay that in different areas we vary. Somewhere we succeed, somewhere we get, sometimes we get failure, but that's okay. Hmm? And the second important thing is we take that rejection to our whole personality, that I'm rejected as a whole person. There also we need to see that we have rejected in one of the placement areas. Okay, and which is one of the area of my life. Hmm? I'm not rejected as a person as a whole. Okay, when you look at it in this way, you won't feel that rejection as a heartbreaking or very shaking to your personality, or shaking to lose your confidence and all. Okay, so you need to tell yourself that okay, I might be lagging behind in one of the areas, and right now what happens generally is we also try to generalize that, oh, I'm failing always. Hmm? I'm not able to succeed at all. Okay, this is what our self talk is usually when we get rejections. So we need to say that okay, this is one of the area of my life where I'm lagging behind right now, not always, and I will make up with my efforts. When you say this, you gain confidence again. You also try to focus on your efforts instead of being emotional. Okay. And then the chances are high that you will perform better in next interview.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. All right. Okay. So the second question, it says, I'm very self-conscious and I find it difficult to talk confidently in front of the interviewer. Do you have any tips as to how I can improve?
Okay. While facing any kind of interview, what are the most important things are, first you should be having sufficient knowledge about what you are going to face the interview. Okay. If you have good knowledge, you definitely have confidence. But sometimes what happens, we have sufficient knowledge, we have prepared ourselves, we are actually ready with the education or skills and knowledge and all, but what we lack is our own self confidence. Okay. And that happens mainly because our focus is mainly on the outcome. We always keep on thinking that what will be, I should get accepted in this interview, I should get this job. Okay. So the our focus is mainly on outcome. Okay. The outcome is not 100% in our control. Okay. Because there other people are also involved. Because when there is the interviewer or the panel of interviewers, what they think, what is their mindset, what are their requirements, that may differ. So you may or may not get the job, or you may or may not get selected in that interview. But when you focus only on that, you lose your focus on your own performance. Because that focus creates anxiety within you, and then you won't focus on your performance. What you should do is focus mainly on your performance and be ready for any outcome. Okay. That in that situation, the chances are high that your performance will be better. So no one can guarantee that in which interview you will be selected. Okay. What you can guarantee, what are the things which are in your control is your own performance, right? So if you perform better, the chances are high that you will be selected. But if you focus only on the outcome, the chances are low that you will perform better, and then you reduce the chances of getting selected. Okay. So keep your focus mainly on your own performance rather than outcome. Okay. And the person who is ready for any kind of outcome is more confident than the person who is very stubborn or rigid that no, I should get. Okay. There is a difference between having ambition and being very rigid in your thoughts. Okay. You should try hard, and you should tell yourself that I will perform my best so that this interview I will crack and I will get this job. But you shouldn't be rigid for the outcome. Okay.
Right. Okay. All right. So the third question, it says, I'm happy my friends got placed, but I also feel a little envious or sad that I haven't been successful yet. Am I a bad friend? How do I work on this emotion of jealousy that I have?
Okay. In this question, you have mentioned that you feel envious. Hmm? And at the end, you said ki how to deal with jealousy. So,
Yeah.
first, you should understand that these two are very different emotions. Hmm? Generally, we use these two emotions like synonyms.
Yeah.
Okay. But these two are very different emotions. Okay.
Okay.
Envy is always about other people, and jealous is about your own feeling. About a jealous feeling of jealousy is a combination of different emotions, like feeling sad, feeling helpless, getting a little bit angry about yourself. Hmm? And it is not about others. Okay. So
Right.
you need to first check what your feelings are truly. Okay. And if you're jealous, that's okay. It's a very human nature, of feeling jealous. Okay. All every individual in the world might have had this feeling one or the other time in his or her life. Okay, so it is not something very horrible or very unaccepted or something. It's okay to feel jealous. As I said, it is about yourself. You feel sad, oh, that person is going ahead and I'm lagging behind, like that. Okay, and I'm not able to perform well compared to that person.
Yeah.
Okay, or little bit angry about yourself. As I said, these are the mixed emotions which are there in the feeling of jealousy. And
Yeah.
first, if you accept that, okay, I am jealous and it's okay to be jealous, then this is the first step to overcome that feeling. Okay, then the second thing is, you need to, what happens is, right from the childhood, huh, our culture, our education system has taught ourselves to look at yourself in comparison to others. Hmm? What is success? If you are a topper, if you are in first 10, so when you lag behind 50 in your class, 50 children, and you are in first 10, that means success to you. Okay, that is how we are taught, that is how our mentality is set. Okay, but actually, if you look at yourself, you need to specify what success means to you. Okay, and then when you go ahead step by step, that will help you to compare yourself with your own performance. Where I was in the last uh, uh, my what was my last performance and how much I have improved in this performance. You need to look at yourself, so that will be your own pace, because every individual's goal are different, every individual's pace is different. Hmm? What gives you negative emotions when you compare it with others? Hmm? If your success is to get a certain kind of job right now as a short term goal,
Yeah.
okay, you reach there steadily. Okay. Hmm? This is a very popular story these days of tortoise and this thing, rabbit,
Yeah.
right? We have heard it in our childhood, but now it is told in different manner. Ki how tortoise does it, है ना? He slow and steady wins the race,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So when you focus that your race is to reach there at your destination, at your goal, you are going to do it on some or the other time. Okay, your steps might be different, somebody else's steps might be different. Okay, so that creates this kind of feeling, and when you have these kind of negative emotions, your performance gets affected. Okay, and then you again lag behind in your own performance because you are focusing on somebody else's performance and not your own. When you focus on your own, you will understand what kind of mistakes you are making, where you are lagging behind, what are your drawbacks, where you need to work, what are your strengths, which you can utilize to improve your performance. If you focus on yourself, you will be able to work on these areas. If you focus on somebody else's performance, you don't understand what is going on within yourself, where you are lagging behind, and then again you will keep on lagging behind. Okay, so feeling jealous for a moment is okay. First accept it, hmm, then try to overcome it. Ki, okay, their pace is different, my pace is different, their goal is different, my goal is different. Let me focus on my goal and let me focus on my efforts. That will help you to go ahead in your own journey.
Right. Okay. All right. So the last question for this episode, it says, I'm worried about what society or my parents will think of me if I get a job with a low salary. My family depends on me getting a good job, and this burden is extremely stressful to carry.
Okay. um, Again, here, what your attitude is, how you look at it. Okay, actually, good job, hmm? If I get a bad salary, what do you mean by it? Because these are very subjective terms, right? Huh? Who is going to say which one is the good job, which one is the bad salary? Hmm? For everyone it is different, right? So you need to first understand what exactly is your goal again. Okay. Then second thing is what exactly you want in life. Hmm? The whoever has asked this question, I would like to appreciate that he or she, whoever, has a intention of helping the family, supporting the family. Hmm?
Yeah.
Because that's a very good thing. But supporting or helping the family doesn't require a specific kind of job or specific kind of salary, right? Hmm? You are right now, you are with no salary. Whatever salary you are getting, you are helping in at least some way. Okay, and that will be your first step. If you look at it as that, okay, I have successfully achieved my first step, it will help you to go further. That is not going to be the end of the world, end of the life, because there will be the scope for you to develop in your career, in your job, and there is a chance of growth after that also, right? That is not going to be the end, right?
Yeah.
So what is coming, um, what is there in these emotions is mainly that I should make others happy.
Right.
Okay, what
Yeah.
society will say, what my parents will say, what my relatives will say.
Yeah.
What is your goal? My goal is to get a job, huh? Get as possible as the good salary, what you think is good, then to help your own family.
Right.
Okay, that should be your goal. Your goal is not to make others happy, not to make people happy. If your goal is that, you have to work on different areas then.
Yeah.
You are mixing these two areas. Okay, if your goal is to help your family get a job, then keep a focus on that. Then forget about what people are going to say. Because in any case, whatever you do, you will find 10 people who will appreciate, 10 people who will criticize. You cannot make, in psychology, this is the very, very important thing, that you cannot make 100% people 100% happy for 100% times. In any situation, somebody is going to feel unhappy, somebody will look at it in different perspective, somebody will criticize, somebody will say something to you. So is that your goal, to make everyone happy? And if it is not, then focus on your goal. Your what Through your question, what I am understanding is your goal is to get a good job which will be helping you to support your family. Okay, and when you have something in hand, definitely your parents will be happy. And you should make them aware and make them assure that you will going to make efforts to go ahead further in life. You are not going to stop over there. When you get good opportunities, you will grow further in your job also, in your salary also, in your performance also, everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, this is the attitude, how you look at it. You are not trying to, your goal is not to please people, right? So forget what people say, because as I said, there will be different people who will say different things.
Yeah.
Okay, so keep a focus again on your goal. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that brings us to the end of the session. And I hope this was really informative for all our listeners. And thank you for all your time.
Yeah. Okay, but before ending, I would like to say few things. Hmm?
Sure, sure. Yes.
Whatever these questions
Yeah.
were mainly about how to focus on your own goal, how to go ahead in career. Okay, so here I would like to give some tips.
Right.
Okay,
Definitely. Yeah.
the first tip, which I have answered in first question, is that first understand that life is not equal to career. That is a part of your life. Maybe at this age, it is the important part of your life. So be ambitious, but don't make it the equation uh, to your life.
Right.
Okay, that is the first thing. Second thing, keep focus on your own goal. Don't try to compare with others.
Others.
Okay. So have your own goal and set your own journey. Divide that goal into smaller steps and go step by step. You will definitely reach your goal. Okay. Third thing is, what happens when you get rejections or when you fail in something. We take it as a failure to our total personality. I'm as a person as a whole is a failure. That is what we think, and that reduces our confidence, that creates anxiety, that creates depression.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to understand that is the failure in one of my part, and for that specific time and for that specific matter. I'm not the person in total failure.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is one more thing. And fourth, the most important thing is, if you have all these emotions with very high intensity or very high frequency or for a longer duration, then don't just rely on these answers. Okay,
Yeah.
there you need to seek the help from the professional counselors. Okay, because you need to undergo certain kind of therapies if you have high intensity and if you have these emotions for a longer duration. Okay, so please keep it in mind. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Hey guys, I hope you liked today's episode and I hope you found it really useful. Please do help us out by sharing, by commenting, and by subscribing to our channel. Please subscribe. And thank you so much, guys. Bye bye.